Welcome back, all you crypto hooligans. It's good to have you guys back here. Hit the like for me on your way in. Help out the YouTube algo. And so today, China crypto crackdown. Calendar offers clue as to why now. So it appears that the Communist Party has been, in existence or held power in China for the last 100 years, and their anniversary falls on July 1st. So, if you were wondering why all the big crackdowns in China, it seems like the Communist Party wants to clean up their bedroom before their lover slips into bed. And so the calendar is pointing to July 1st. And so this theory is already circulating around Chinese crypto circles, at least privately. But those familiar with China will recognize the tense solemnity that leads up to these kinds of events, which may be accompanied by crackdowns on activity that the government views as a threat to shehu wending or social stability. And so it appears that cryptocurrency falls into that category. This is definitely with the communist regime in China is targeting Bitcoin miners and telling their banks to basically stop messing with Bitcoin. And so I guess I just figured I'd bring that to your attention. And so who knows? Maybe after this anniversary, maybe we'll see a lot of these crackdowns sort of let up. But either way, miners leaving China is a good thing. So we had the markets were moving up today, and but they've since retraced. The US dollar has been launching forward upwards, and on the daily chart you can see here that it's looking to make a break upward, but it is in a downtrend. So even though we've had some short-term upward momentum here on with the DXY, who knows? We're probably going to see this thing range, and that might be good for Bitcoin. But so I pulled this article because they do raise some good points, and so I figured we can start this video just focusing a little bit on Bitcoin, since the rest of the market is impacted by what Bitcoin is doing. As of right now, the market has been down over the last few hours, and a lot of that is just because Bitcoin decided to, some of the sellers are, some of the bears are selling off their holdings right now. So Bitcoin's whipsaw volatility, has been in full display throughout June, and as the month goes on, traders really have been focusing on the monthly close, to see kind of what's going to happen. Is the market going to move towards, a bullish momentum or a bearish downturn? So basically what everybody's saying is that that Bitcoin needs to hold this 34,500 as support. And I don't know if 34,500 is actually the key level, but I will say that I think that this monthly close is really going to make or break what happens moving forward. I think a lot of this is market manipulation, and but even still, we have seen the crypto markets move into a short-term bearish trend from market manipulation. So I do think I do think that it has legit ability to send us into a long-term range for a few months. So Anyway, a BTC monthly candle close above 34,500 would mean that Bitcoin will continue to respect historical mid-cycle tendencies. This is the Bitcoin stock to flow model, and represents sort of the long range projections for Bitcoin. If you've never seen this before, this is publicly available on the internet. You can access this live, but this is basically the prediction. This kind of goes according to the halvings, and so it looks like we've been following this thing. I mean, obviously we deviate from it when we've got a lot of market fear or a lot of market greed, but as of right now, we have broken this trend quite significantly over the last couple of months, and so it'll be interesting to see kind of what happens here. I know a lot of people are predicting $150,000 Bitcoin or better, and so we'll kind of see. This is a recent tweet from Plan B. Even for me, it's always a bit uneasy when Bitcoin price is at the lower bound of the stock to flow model. Will it hold like March 2019? And is this another buying opportunity, or will the stock to flow be invalidated? So while bull market advocates look for any sign to validate and move higher, the price action on today caught the eye of another pseudonymous Twitter analyst called John Wick. According to the analyst, there is a bearish topping pattern that can be seen in the most recent Bitcoin chart. Just as we were getting off to a good start, a topping signal printed and confirmed had confluence from bearish RSI cross and the bearish thrust. Let's see if we can hold the 34K support. If not, we are still range bound. Getting above upper 36 and 41K are the resistances. So I honestly had some hope earlier today. The markets were looking like they were actually going to, start putting together some upward momentum, but as you can see, we kind of flatlined after that. We can kind of go down to the lower time frames here on the hourly, and we can see some of the price action from earlier today. It does seem like we're at a crossroads here between the bulls and the bears. It'll be interesting to kind of see kind of where we go from here. Bitcoin does look like it's in a hanging off the edge of a cliff. So Cardano looking pretty stable at the moment. It is printing another higher low. So it does look like altcoins are performing better than Bitcoin at this point. Vechain kind of doing the same thing. It looks like we're actually getting some bullish buying pressure right now, and it's about 11:45 on Wednesday evening. So Vechain looking green there after a quick dip. But we'll kind of see what happens. I know a lot of people are scooping up these altcoins while things are cheap. Engine coin, a little bit of a breakout over the last couple of days, looking really strong, and then we'll just have to being pulled down by Bitcoin, so we'll have to kind of see where that goes. And Polkadot had gotten up to $17 before retracing back down to the lower 15s, and the bulls tried to pull the dots out of there, but Bitcoin and gravity are pulling them down. We got this nice little trend line we were making here with some upward momentum, but it doesn't look like DOT is able to pull out of that. And Solana looking pretty strong. If we look at Solana on the big picture, Solana has really held up really, really well. The only problem with Solana is that it has been up a lot over the last few months, and the price has not really retraced. So if you are not a current Solana holder, it might be a good time to hold off and wait. I don't know, but um, Solana is looking really, really strong right now. So Solana may be, between Solana, Polkadot, and Cardano. I'm not really sure which one is going to become the next Ethereum, but the three of them are seriously strong. I know there's other really great platforms out there, Elrond, Avalanche, but as far as community goes, and as far as participation goes, I know Elrond has got a big community too, but Polkadot and Cardano and Solana, I've been just comparing the three chains and trying to figure out which one's gonna be the Ethereum killer. Um, it's really hard to tell. It's really, really hard to tell. And but I do think that Cardano, with their Hydra upgrade in a year or two, may just blow the doors off of everybody. I don't know. But Cardano is stacking up to be one of the leading blockchains. I do think Solana is a great platform. It's got high speeds. I'm just wondering, a little concerned about their scalability, but they are a very highly innovative team. So they've brought a lot to this space over the last couple of years, and I have no doubt they will continue to innovate to keep up with the market leaders. So yeah, so Shiba Swap. It's funny because Shiba token has been in a lot of articles on Yahoo Finance, Bloomberg, been getting a lot of national media attention, and I'm not really sure when Shiba Swap is coming out, but I do think that there is a huge community here. They've increased over 100,000 holders in Shiba Inu just over the last couple of weeks. So keeping an eye on this. This is really just a social experiment, to be honest with you. I mean, the whole project is, I think it just has huge community support, and the release of their own decks, I think, is going to really bring more people to see this as more than just a meme coin. So yeah, if we look back on their Shiba's market cap a week ago, it was at 3,661,000,000, and since that time, just in the last week, we've almost went up $1 billion. So yeah, looking good. Looks like their audit of Shiba Swap is being keyed for onboarding. So I do think that this is going to probably be released on July 1st if the market starts to make an upturn. So Robinhood to pay $70 million for outages and misleading customers. I don't know if you guys remember this, but during the whole GameStop thing, Robinhood shut down trading for their investors. So people were stuck holding their investments and unable to sell as the market was tanking. So $70 million fine for that. So Robinhood got dinged off the head, and they deserve it too. I think that was pretty messed up. I have been in situations where uh, exchanges will shut down, they'll get overloaded and stuff like that, but that's really not what this was. Robinhood intentionally shut down trading because everybody started selling their stocks, and yeah, not cool shit. Not cool. So, Coinbase Exchange to launch Apple like crypto app store. So, the cryptocurrency exchange Coinbase has unveiled its plan to build the crypto app store. And it was inspired by how Apple built its app store. CEO Brian Armstrong said Apple didn't attempt to build every app for iPhone. It empowered developers and gave mobile users an easy way to access new innovative apps. This looks pretty interesting. Armstrong stressed we need to do the same as Apple in crypto. There is now tens of billions of dollars of economic activity running on dApps, and a new trend coming out every 3 months. He further shared, soon any app built on decentralized crypto rails will be accessible to users of the Coinbase app. In the future, you will have the option to do self-custody of your own crypto right in the main Coinbase app. So, yeah, very, very cool. Coinbase doing big things these days. So, recently was able to get an exchange in Japan and Germany. So, two countries that have been very gun shy as far as crypto exchanges go. So, yeah, Coinbase looking really, really strong, making big moves globally. So, crypto adoption gets big boost from Bitcoin-friendly payments giant NCR. With the on ramp for 24 million customers. So now, on this channel, I have, been following a lot of the, uh, you know, FUD in the markets being spread around by uh, huge conglomerate Morgan Stanley. And they have been one of the biggest skeptics of cryptocurrency over the last year, and but secretly behind the scenes they're buying cryptocurrency, right? They're making huge moves to dive into Bitcoin and other altcoins. So they're one of their biggest sister companies, NYDIG, has struck a deal with NCR. So, as part of its deal between NCR and digital asset management firm NYDIG, community banks will be able to offer Bitcoin purchases through mobile applications built by the payments provider. NYDIG says the new partnership that will power wider adoption of the world's leading cryptocurrency. So very strange for a Morgan Stanley company to be supporting cryptocurrency when just a week ago they were saying that Bitcoin is dead. Bitcoin is gonna, it's a bubble. People who invest in Bitcoin, you have better luck playing the lottery. I mean, all these different FUD stories that come out of Morgan Stanley. So I just thought this was really interesting. So NCR reaches 24 million consumers through its digital banking platforms. And this partnership will offer turnkey access to Bitcoin for Main Street banks. Forbes covers how we're working to expand customer access to the Bitcoin network. While the consumer will feel like they're transacting directly with their bank to buy Bitcoin, instead of going through banks that must meet cumbersome regulatory requirements in order to hold cryptocurrencies, purchased assets will pass through NCR and will rely on NYDIG's custody services. According to a report by Forbes, NYDIG President Yan Zhao suggests the partnership with NCR is a boost for banks that can now provide their own crypto services. So, yeah, so NCR is going to be offering these financial services in 160 countries, offering digital banking options, ATMs, and restaurant point of sale kiosks. So, this is we're seeing a mass exodus of uh, just a complete turnaround in perspective on cryptocurrency. So this is pretty huge for the crypto space. So for all you early adopters and early investors, you're witnessing a huge event here where cryptocurrency could, just go parabolic over the next couple of years. So yeah, so keep an eye on centralized and neoliberal capitalist pigs buying cryptocurrency. It's amazing, because the difference in philosophies is striking. Most crypto enthusiasts believe in decentralization, but these centralized banks coming into the space, what does it mean, right? How is it going to impact, the whole goal of cryptocurrency and decentralization? I'm not really sure, but I would love to hear your comments on that because, yeah, I mean, yeah, centralization, central bank. I mean, I do feel like cryptocurrency threatens the central bank and the Federal Reserve and all the other neoliberal pigs. So, yeah, do you think they're up to something? Buying in, what's the best way to take over a country? Buy it out, right? I mean, that's the best way. You hold the money, you hold the power. So, Crypto.com sponsors Formula One in a multi-million-dollar crypto deal. Formula One, the international auto racing organization, has found a new sponsor from the crypto industry. The long-term deal will provide a digital asset trading platform with brand presence at Formula One events, while the car championship hopes that the partnership will allow it to explore the world of cryptocurrency. Crypto.com and Formula One announced the partnership on Tuesday. And this partnership has been negotiated with the help of sports firm Creative Artists Agency. The terms were not immediately disclosed, but according to CNBC, quoting sources familiar with the details, the 5-year agreement has a price tag of $100 million. So Crypto.com is a platform that claims 10 million users and will become a global partner for Formula One races, including the new Sprint Series. The qualifying format will be employed to determine the starting positions in some races, with the first of such events to be held at Silverstone Circuit in July. So yeah, so cryptocurrency exchange Crypto.com will also unveil a new award at the Belgian Grand Prix in August and become its non-fungible token partner. So NFTs will now support Formula One. Crypto.com will have trackside slots at all Formula One races for the rest of the season as part of the agreement. So yeah, so pretty cool stuff. Coinbase and Crypto.com making big power moves out there. Nexo officially integrates Cardano's ADA into its platform. So the crypto exchange Nexo finally lists ADA. So yeah, so I do think that big things are in store for Cardano this year. They're we're moving our way through the Goguen era, and just some big things getting ready to happen in the Cardano space this year. Cardano has held up really well through this whole pullback. If we look at just how well it's really performed, I mean, we've been trading sideways now since February 22nd. I mean, we had this uptick here in May where we went up to $2.42, but for the most part, I mean, we've really found strong support no lower than 97 cents. So this is really a testament to the Cardano community. 72% of the Cardano circulating supply is held by delegators in their staking platform. So very impressive. Charles Hoskinson regularly, speaking to his community through YouTube AMAs, it just has a tremendous amount of support on Twitter. Um, you know, it just never ceases to amaze me that some of these coins, even though Bitcoin kind of, dominates the market, they're just really able to just hold strong even when Bitcoin is dumping. So Lark Davis, who is a well-known YouTube influencer, I'm sure most of you guys know who he is, tweeted today about 2 hours ago, Jack Dorsey is a very public and devout Bitcoin maxi, but he has sold an NFT on Ethereum, and Twitter is now giving out 140 NFTs on Ethereum. Fact is that Ethereum offers a range of functionality that Bitcoin never will in any meaningful way, and that's okay. Not really, wasn't really sure what that means, but yeah. So Ethereum has also been looking a little bit stronger than Bitcoin these days, but not able to pull up high enough for any decent momentum. The Vechain Foundation celebrates their anniversary today. So yeah, it's 3 years, the Vechain Foundation. So they posted this tweet: Happy Vechain 3rd anniversary. We are proud to be celebrating this milestone with the V fam. In honor of this day, we want to hear from you. Best replies win prizes. So the Vechain Thor ecosystem, and I thought I would just, bring this up for a second because Vechain has been adding so many new partnerships, even throughout this recent dip. I mean, we're just seeing more and more enterprise adoption on the Vechain Thor ecosystem. I do believe that Vechain is probably one of the most undervalued coins in the markets right now. And that, this coin and platform will see huge gains this year. This is not financial advice. This is just my opinion. And I am not a financial advisor. Obviously, take it with a grain of salt. But yeah, so, what they ask, for people to post here, tell us which project partnership impressed you the most and why, and share ideas for future projects and use cases. So, I chose the Guan New Territory, the smart city in China, as the partnership, the national government level partnership with the Chinese government. And I am just truly impressed by, the respect that VeChain gets from the Chinese government. Look at the crackdowns on cryptocurrency in China and recognize that VeChain and China are partners in building smart cities. So if that doesn't give you some security on the long-term sustainability of VeChain in Asia, I don't know what will, to be honest with you, because that's just amazing. So yeah, hats off to the VeChain team and the V fam. Yep. I am a a long-term VeChain family member, and I don't think I'll ever sell my VeChain just because I love being in the community and just being a part of this ecosystem. So yeah, that's all I got for you guys today. Just a quick check-in. Not much to really talk about. The markets are looking pretty red right now. And we'll just keep an eye on the markets, and hopefully we will see some further upside on this monthly close that's we're approaching over the next couple of hours. So if we don't see a breakout, we may just trade sideways for a couple months. Who knows? But yeah, just be careful out there. Do your research. If you believe in the project, if you believe that your project has strong fundamentals, then just hold out. I mean, it's just time, right? What's time anyway? Have a good night, everybody.